Number 5, we find a call to choose the hard way. You ever read the Gospels and just look at how long-suffering Jesus was with his 12 disciples? Like, how many times did Jesus just kind of throw his hands up there like, you guys don't get it. You are always hearing, never perceiving. You are missing it time after time after time. Discipling broken people, becoming an embedded church is not easy. The hard way. If we've got a young man in our church, his name is Jay Salas. I met Jay almost 10 years ago now. He was a methamphetamine user in our community, and he lived on the streets of Ogden. He had been arrested several times, mostly for abusing physically his wife and his children. He was the type of guy that the world said there was no hope for rehabilitation for this man. But 8 years ago, Jay, after 2 years of pursuit, had a radical encounter with Jesus. Today, Jay is the full-time recovery pastor for the movement of the Genesis Project, and I'm telling you, he is the most effective instrument of the gospel of Jesus Christ that I have ever witnessed in my life. But for me to tell you the beginning of his story and the end of his story leaves out a really hard path in between. You know, one of the first conversations I had with Jay, he'll tell you this to this day. He came into our church. He made a decision to follow Jesus. He had about 15 dudes that were laying hands on him at an altar at the front of this little metal building that we were renting. And when he got up from there, what I realized was that Jay had some discipleship deficiencies in his life. And sometimes we think discipleship is teaching people the Bible. That's a part of discipleship. You know, the first step of discipleship I had to take with Jay is I had to sit down with him and say, bro, when's the last time you took a shower? He's like, oh, I took a shower the other day. When's the last time you used soap? What soap? Let's go buy some. This is deodorant. This is how you put it on, right? Let's go get you a haircut. Let's go get you cleaned up. Let's get you into a place where you can get a job, where people aren't afraid to look at you and to be around you, to choose a path of moving forward together that was oftentimes awkward, oftentimes hard, but was always, always, always worth it. When we invite the world into our churches, they will mess up our order. They will complicate our ministries. They will make everything we do harder. But when we choose the hard ways, journeying through the trials with testimony and sight, what we find is it is always, always worth it.